Welcome back, Truth Seeker. July 1st, 2019. One of the top news headlines this morning: Emma Gonzalez of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting is criticizing Madonna's new music video, God Control, which reenacts the shooting at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida. And I want you to see how contrived all of this is. Notice that Emma Gonzalez, she's 19 years old. It's 2019. And her upcoming birthday, November 11th, is in exactly 19 weeks. She's talking about how this music video is not fair to the Pulse victims of the nightclub shooting. Notice Pulse is 19. So is the word chaos. And understand, the people who work by this code of letters and numbers, which is Freemasonry, which controls your media, government, police, one of their main mottos is order out of chaos. And I just want to remind about the riddles between the Pulse nightclub shooting and Stoneman Douglas. After the Pulse nightclub shooting, the motto was Orlando Strong, which equals 612. And then 612 days later, there was the Valentine's Day shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School. And Valentine equals 612, as does please. And this is a number that's shown up in mass shootings of the past. The Dune Blaine massacre is what got gun rights taken away in the UK. It equals 612. Columbine High School created political action for weapon reform. Columbine High School, 612. The Sandy Hook school shooting, which is where first graders were targeted, just like the Dune Blaine massacre. From the date of the Dune Blaine massacre, which was March 13th, 1996, to December 14th, 2012, the day of the Sandy Hook shooting, was 6,120 days later. Key digits 612. Both shootings targeting first graders at elementary schools. And with regards to March 13th, that date can be written 13/3, like 133. That's another number that shows up a lot because government equals 133. And remember what government means: mind control. And that's what media does every day to the people. Mind controls the sleeping masses. After the Stoneman Douglas shooting, there was another shooting in Florida later in 2018. You might recall the Madden video game tournament shooting, August 26, 2018. That was 6 months and 12 days later. Also 193 days. 193 is the 44th prime. Shooting equals 44. Gunfire equals 44. Recently, there was a shooting at Virginia Beach the day school ended. Coincidentally, they said 6 were injured, 12 killed. 612. This year, 2019, on the anniversary of the Dune Blaine massacre, you had a mass shooting at a high school in Brazil. They said there were 2 gunmen inspired by the Columbine High School shooting. Notice Brazil 612, where this latest one happened. Just like Columbine High School, just like Dune Blaine massacre. And just in case you missed the video I did earlier on Madonna's music video, it's all contrived by this code as well. Remember, this code comes from Kabbalah. Madonna practices Kabbalah. But on June 26th, we got the headlines about Madonna's new music video, God Control. God equals 26, like Madonna. Pulse is 26 when you flip the alphabetic order around. June 26, 19 was a date with 51 numerology. God Control is 51, like mass shooting. And of course, the news came 51 days before Madonna's upcoming birthday. Last year we were talking about Madonna and Aretha Franklin's sacrifice on Madonna's birthday. And then her speech she gave at the MTV VMAs. All by the numbers. What else was interesting about the news of the music video and the tribute to Pulse nightclub is from the date of the Pulse nightclub shooting, June 12, 2016, to the music video was 3 years and 14 days. And from Madonna's last birthday to the news release was 314 days. 314, like pi, like cycles, like circles. Again, that's a big number. This whole thing of letters and numbers is called Gematria, which means geometry and language. And think about how important pi is to geometry. I'm sure you remember once upon a time taking geometry and learning about how to calculate measurements within circles using pi. That's what it is, though. Every day, cycles and circles, redundant patterns. So I just thought it was cute how they brought these Stoneman Douglas and Pulse nightclub stories together through this story. Two stories that were already paired together if you knew the code. Till next time, Truth Seeker.